Waiting is the slowest form of surrender. Each day you hesitate, your future slips further away. Comfort convinces you to delay action, but every delay is a thief stealing the life you deserve. The clock does not pause for your fear. It ticks relentlessly, daring you to finally move forward. Waiting for courage is a lie. Courage appears only when you take the first step into the storm. Every second wasted becomes regret tomorrow. Hesitation is the currency of failure and loss. The man who waits dies dreaming, while the man who acts writes his name into eternity. You think you need permission to start, but no one is coming. The fight is already at your door. Excuses disguise themselves as patience, but their true face is weakness, begging for comfort. Stop telling yourself, tomorrow will be better. Tomorrow is built only by action taken today. Fear loves waiting because it grows in silence. Action cuts it down before it gains strength. The more you wait, the heavier the chains become. Hesitation multiplies a weight upon your soul. Every warrior knows hesitation kills faster than any blade. Inaction is the deadliest enemy. The world does not reward those who prepare forever. It crowns those who step into the arena. Start fighting now, because no one else will hand you victory. It must be seized in struggle. Waiting keeps you ordinary. Fighting transforms you into the man you were always meant to be. Opportunity is impatient. It does not linger for cowards. It follows those who move boldly. Stop rehearsing battles in your head. Fight them in reality, where scars become strength. Waiting feels safe, but it is a poison. It kills slowly, leaving you alive, but never fulfilled. Start fighting, because every strike, every sacrifice, builds power that waiting will never give. Remember, hesitation kills, but discipline in action creates warriors who can never be broken. The silent battle begins when the alarm rings and the war is fought between your will and your weakness. No one will see the invisible struggle you fight each dawn, but those moments decide who you become. Waiting feels easier, but every minute of hesitation gives victory to the enemy inside your mind. The hardest fight is not against the world outside, but against the voice that whispers, later. Excuses grow louder in silence, tempting you to rest, while discipline calls you to rise and fight. Every time you choose action over waiting, you sharpen your soul and silence the liar within. The man who conquers himself in silence walks with power no opponent can ever take away. Comfort begs for surrender, but warriors know the real fight is won when no one is watching. The silent battle is unseen by others, yet it forges victories brighter than public applause. You must defeat hesitation daily, or hesitation will defeat you before the battle even starts. No warrior is crowned without scars. Each one is earned in secret wars, fought against delay. Remember, the quiet fight against yourself is the battle that decides your destiny forever. Pain is not punishment. It is the forge where weakness burns away and strength takes its rightful place. Those who avoid pain remain fragile, while those who endure it become unshakable and eternal. Pain is temporary, but the wisdom and strength it creates remain with you for a lifetime. Every scar is proof that you fought, endured, and refused to bow down to fear or weakness. The truth about pain is simple. It never lasts, but it always leaves a gift of resilience. Pain breaks illusions, tearing down excuses until only courage and discipline remain alive. Without pain, there is no growth. Without growth, there is no freedom, only fragile comfort. Warriors do not fear pain, they embrace it, knowing it carves the armor they will need later. Pain humbles pride, silences doubt, and reveals who you truly are when nothing else is left. Every drop of sweat is a seed of power. Tomorrow's victories are planted in today's pain. Pain speaks in fire and thunder, but its message is always clear. Rise stronger than before. Remember, pain fades, but the power it awakens remains eternal, unshakable, and undeniable. Discipline may feel like chains at first, but soon it reveals itself as the key that unlocks true freedom. Without discipline, you are a prisoner to impulse, bound by fleeting desires disguised as liberty. Freedom is not doing whatever you want. It is commanding yourself to act when comfort tempts you. Every disciplined choice is a strike against weakness, and each strike builds walls of freedom. Comfort enslaves quietly, but discipline frees loudly, granting strength no excuse can ever take. A man who controls his habits is freer than the man who obeys every craving of his emotions. Discipline sets the boundaries where your soul grows safe. Freedom blooms within that order. The undisciplined call their chaos freedom, but it is weakness dressed in the mask of liberty. True freedom is rising above excuses, walking paths of hardship that few dare to step upon. Every small act of control is a key. Collect them daily until you own the doors of destiny. Without discipline, freedom rots into regret. With it, life becomes a kingdom you command. Remember, freedom is conquered, not given. Only the disciplined hold its crown forever. The warrior does not wait for perfect conditions. He fights with what he has, where he stands now. His path is not paved with ease. It is carved through storms, scars, and relentless discipline daily. Every dawn is a battlefield. He wakes ready, knowing hesitation is the sharpest enemy he must kill. The warrior's armor is habit. Each disciplined act forms a shield against fear, doubt, and chaos. He does not ask life for mercy. He asks himself for courage, and that courage fuels his advance. When he falls, he rises with stronger resolve. For every failure is fuel, and every scar a lesson. The warrior's sword is his will. Sharpened by struggle, it cuts through limits others believe real. He accepts solitude as training, for silence strengthens the spirit more than applause ever could. His enemy is not the world outside, but the weakness within. Victory begins in his own heart. The warrior does not chase comfort, because he knows greatness is born in suffering, not ease. Each step on the hard path earns him freedom, power, and the respect of men who still wait. Remember, the warrior's path is brutal, but it is the only road that builds men unbreakable. Stop waiting for courage to appear. It is born only when you act boldly in the face of fear and doubt. Every second of hesitation is a thief stealing strength, power, and the destiny meant only for you. Waiting feels safe, but it poisons the soul. Action may hurt, yet it breathes life into your spirit. The fight will not begin tomorrow. It begins now, in the silence where choices forge your fate. Do not beg for easier days. Beg for strength to rise and conquer the storm standing before you. Warriors are not made by waiting. They are forged in action, scars, and unrelenting discipline. Pain will visit, but it will leave. The power you earn from fighting will remain with you forever. Stop rehearsing victories in your mind. Step forward and claim them with blood, sweat, and will. Your future self is begging you to fight today, not to wait another hour chained to excuses. Comment your battles below. Your struggle may give courage to another warrior on this path. Subscribe and join a brotherhood that refuses hesitation, choosing action over fear every day. Remember, waiting kills, but fighting transforms. And only those who fight will taste true freedom.